Summer 2026 is already making waves and the headlines are impossible to ignore. News outlets everywhere are buzzing with updates, and people are glued to their screens, eager to find out what's coming next. But the story isn't just about fun in the sun or crowded beaches. This summer's forecast is raising eyebrows for reasons that go far beyond the usual seasonal excitement. The Old Farmer's Almanac, a trusted source for generations, has issued an early and urgent warning. A major heatwave could be on the horizon, and it might be one for the record books. This isn't just about discomfort or sweaty afternoons. Extreme heat can seriously impact our health, put extra strain on those who work outdoors, and even threaten the stability of our power grid, leading to possible blackouts. When a respected source like the Almanac raises the alarm, it's a signal we should all take seriously and start thinking about how to respond. That's why we're here, to break down what this forecast really means for you, your family, and your community, and to share practical steps you can take to prepare. Instead of being caught off guard, we have a valuable window of time to plan ahead, gather supplies, and make smart choices. That means checking in on neighbors, especially those who might need extra help, prepping our homes to keep the heat out, and making sure we're ready with plenty of water, working fans, or air conditioning, and a plan for staying cool. This isn't about panic, it's about taking smart, early action so we can all stay safe and comfortable, no matter how high the temperatures climb. We'll take a closer look at the Almanac's long history of weather predictions, its specific predictions for each region of the country, and practical, easy-to-follow tips to help you and your loved ones stay safe and healthy during the hottest days. Knowledge is power, and being informed now is the best way to handle whatever this summer throws our way. Sharing what you learn can help your whole community. So let's dive in, explore the forecast together, and get ready to face the summer of 2026 with confidence, preparation, and peace of mind. We'll cover what to expect, how to prepare for the unexpected, and why this early warning from the Almanac could make all the difference for you and your loved ones. By staying informed, planning ahead, and looking out for each other, we can turn a potential crisis into a manageable and even memorable summer for everyone. What exactly is the Old Farmer's Almanac, and why has it remained such a trusted source for so many generations? Why do people, from gardeners to weather enthusiasts, continue to turn to its pages year after year? You've probably seen that familiar little yellow book at the store, maybe tucked near the checkout or on a shelf with gardening supplies. First published way back in 1792, it's the oldest continuously published periodical in North America. For more than 2 centuries, the Almanac has offered readers a unique blend of long-range weather forecasts, detailed planning charts, gardening tips, and even classic recipes. It's a one-stop guide for anyone who wants to live in tune with the seasons. Long before smartphones and weather apps, farmers and homesteaders relied on the Almanac to help them decide when to plant, harvest, and prepare for the changing weather. It was an essential tool for rural life. The Almanac's predictions are famously based on a secret formula that combines solar science, climatology, and meteorology. Only a handful of people know the exact method, adding to its mystique. While today's meteorologists rely on advanced satellites and powerful computers for short-term forecasts, the Almanac takes a broader approach, looking at long-term seasonal patterns and trends. Some scientists remain skeptical about its accuracy, but many loyal readers swear by its ability to predict the big picture of the seasons. For some, it's almost a tradition to check the Almanac's forecast each year. The Almanac isn't about telling you if it'll rain tomorrow. It's about forecasting the overall trends for the entire season, helping people plan ahead for what's to come. With its long and storied history, the Old Farmer's Almanac has earned a special place in American culture, often passed down from one generation to the next. Whether you're a backyard gardener, a professional farmer, or just someone who loves a good weather prediction, the Almanac's forecasts help millions of people prepare for the year ahead, shaping everything from planting schedules to family vacations. And this year, its warning about a potentially extreme summer in 2026 is drawing even more attention than usual, sparking conversations and concern across the country. So, what exactly is the Almanac predicting for the months ahead? Are these forecasts just hype, or is there real reason to get ready? Let's dive in and find out if we should be preparing for a record-breaking summer, or if it's just another chapter in the Almanac's long, fascinating story. So, what's the big prediction? In a word, heat. The Almanac forecasts above-average temperatures for most of the U.S., not just a few hot days, but a prolonged heat wave. expect scorching and sweltering conditions, especially in July and August, possibly stretching into September. High-pressure heat domes could trap hot air, making nights just as uncomfortable as days. This isn't limited to one region. It's a coast-to-coast event, with some areas peaking early and others later. Drier than normal conditions could increase drought and wildfire risks, especially out west. The message is clear: staying cool will be a challenge for nearly everyone. It's time to think about how we'll handle sustained heat, at home, at work, and in our communities. The Almanac is ringing the bell. Get ready now. Next, let's break down what this means for your region. In the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, from Maine to Virginia, brace for a steamy, humid summer. High humidity will make the air feel even hotter, think sticky and oppressive. Big cities like New York, Boston, and DC will be hit hardest thanks to the urban heat island effect. Concrete and asphalt trap heat, so nights may offer little relief. Expect strings of days in the 90s, possibly hitting 100 degrees. The most intense heat is forecast for mid to late July through August, with multiple heat waves possible. For those without reliable air conditioning, this could be a serious health risk. Scattered, powerful thunderstorms may break up the heat, but also bring their own hazards. The main story: long, hot stretches punctuated by sudden storms. City dwellers should prepare for a summer that tests both patience and infrastructure. In the South and Southeast, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, the Carolinas, summer 2026 could be a marathon of heat. The key word is long. The heat may start early in June and linger into September. Relentless humidity will make even moderate temperatures feel brutal, with heat indexes soaring above 100 degrees. Air conditioners will run non-stop, straining the power grid. Early summer could be drier than usual, raising drought concerns, followed by a more active hurricane season as the Atlantic warms. Residents should double down on hydration, plan outdoor activities for cooler hours, and check on vulnerable neighbors. Even those used to southern summers may find this one especially challenging. Prepare for a classic southern summer, just hotter, longer, and more intense. The Almanac's message: don't underestimate this season. In the Midwest and Great Plains, think Ohio, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska, the forecast is for intense dry heat. Expect long stretches of scorching sun and little rain, with temperatures in the upper 90s and some days topping 100. A persistent heat dome could park over the region, blocking storms and drying out farmland. This spells trouble for crops and livestock, raising the risk of drought and wildfires. Cities and towns will also feel the strain, as extreme heat isn't the norm here. Public cooling centers and heat safety campaigns will be crucial. The region's resilience will be tested, both in agriculture and daily life. Prepare for a summer that feels more like a desert than the heartland. The Almanac's warning: the Midwest's work ethic will be put to the test. On the West Coast, it's a story of two extremes. The Pacific Northwest, Washington and Oregon, faces a warmer, drier summer than usual, raising wildfire risks. Cities like Seattle and Portland, where few have air conditioning, could struggle during a sustained heat wave. Dry forests and gusty winds set the stage for a dangerous fire season and poor air quality. Down south, California, Arizona, and Nevada are in for relentless, punishing heat, many days over 110 degrees. Water resources will be stretched thin, and outdoor work may become nearly impossible. The power grid will be pushed to its limits as everyone cranks up the AC. From smoky forests to sun-baked deserts, the West will be tested by climate extremes. Residents should prepare for both fire and heat emergencies. The Almanac's forecast: a season of resilience for the entire coast. Knowing a heat wave is coming is only half the battle. Being prepared and knowing what to do can make all the difference for you and your loved ones. It's not just about being aware, it's about taking action and making smart choices to stay safe and comfortable. One of the most important things you can do is stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Your body loses fluids faster in the heat, so keep a water bottle nearby and sip regularly. Try to avoid sugary drinks, caffeine, and alcohol, as these can actually make you more dehydrated and put extra stress on your body. Stay cool whenever possible. Use air conditioning if you have it at home, or set up fans to circulate the air and create a breeze. If you don't have AC, spend the hottest hours of the day in public places like shopping malls, libraries, or community centers, where you can cool off and relax. Taking cool showers or baths is another great way to lower your body temperature and feel refreshed, especially after being outside. Dress for the weather. Wear lightweight, loose-fitting and light-colored clothing to help your body breathe and reflect the sun's rays. Be alert for the signs of heat illness, such as heavy sweating, dizziness, headache, muscle cramps, or feeling weak and tired. If you or someone else starts to feel nauseous or unwell, it's important to stop what you're doing. Find a cool place and drink water right away. Heat stroke is a serious medical emergency. Watch for confusion, a very high body temperature, or fainting. If you notice these symptoms, call 911 immediately and try to cool the person down while you wait for help. Remember to check on elderly relatives, neighbors, and anyone who might not have air conditioning or who lives alone. A quick visit or phone call can make a big difference. Never leave children or pets in parked cars, even for a few minutes. Temperatures inside a car can rise dangerously fast, putting lives at risk. If your home gets too hot, don't hesitate to use community cooling centers. They're there to help everyone stay safe during extreme heat. Plan outdoor activities for the cooler parts of the day, like early morning or evening, to avoid the peak heat and enjoy being outside safely. By following these simple steps and looking out for one another, you can protect yourself and help your community stay healthy during a heat wave. Preparedness, awareness, and a sense of community truly make all the difference when facing extreme summer heat. The Almanac's early warning gives us time, not anxiety, to prepare. We've seen how the heat could affect every region, from humid cities to dry farmlands and scorching deserts. The key is to plan ahead, check your emergency supplies, talk with family, and make sure your home is ready. Simple actions, hydrating, staying cool, and knowing heat illness signs, can save lives. Share this information and look out for your neighbors. A heat wave is a community challenge, and our best response is a community effort. Let's treat this forecast as a practical heads-up, not a cause for panic. By staying informed and connected, we can face the summer of 2026 safely, together. Stay cool, stay safe, and let's get ready for whatever the summer brings.